My beloved child, today I come to you with a message that carries immense weight. I want you to know that the choices you make right now can shape your entire future. The blessings I have for you are vast, beyond what you can imagine. Peace in your heart, restored relationships, financial stability. But there is also a warning. If you choose to skip this moment, if you choose not to listen, I will have to walk away. I do not say this lightly, for I love you deeply. But there are times when my blessings can only follow your willingness to hear my voice. This is one of those times. The devil wants you to turn away, to miss the chance I'm giving you now, but I am calling you to stay, to listen, to receive. My child, do not let this moment pass you by. Stay with me, and watch as I open the doors to blessings that you have longed for. I know that life is not easy. I see the struggles you face, the sleepless nights, the endless worries, the feeling that nothing you do is enough. Whether it's dealing with a difficult job, strained relationships, or health issues, I see it all. The devil wants you to believe that it is pointless, that nothing will change, that you are destined to stay where you are. But I am here to tell you that your story is not over. I have a plan for you, one that is filled with hope, with purpose, with blessings beyond measure. But I need you to stay, to listen, and to trust that I am leading you to something greater. Do you remember the story of Elijah and the widow at Zarephath? 1 Kings 17:8-16. There was a great drought in the land, and Elijah was sent to a widow who had nothing left but a handful of flour and a little oil. She was preparing to make one last meal for herself and her son before they would die. But I spoke through Elijah and asked her to trust me, to make him a small loaf first. Imagine someone today giving their last bit of money to help a friend in need, not knowing how they will make it through the next day. She could have turned away. She could have chosen to keep what little she had, but she listened. She trusted my word, and because of her faith, her jar of flour never ran empty, and her jug of oil never ran dry. My child, sometimes I ask you to trust me when it seems like you have nothing left. Sometimes I ask you to give, to stay, to believe, even when it doesn't make sense. But when you do, when you listen to my voice, I will pour blessings into your life that will never run dry. My child, sometimes I ask you to trust me when it seems like you have nothing left. Sometimes I ask you to give, to stay, to believe, even when it doesn't make sense. But when you do, when you listen to my voice, I will pour blessings into your life that will never run dry. Think about the story of Naaman, the commander of the army of the king of Aram, 2 Kings 5 verse 1-14. Naaman was a great man, but he suffered from leprosy. When he came to Elisha for healing, he was told to wash himself 7 times in the Jordan River. At first, Naaman was angry. He thought the solution was too simple, too beneath him. Imagine someone today needing to let go of their pride to ask for help, or to accept a simple solution that seems too easy to be true. But his servants urged him to listen, to follow the instructions given to him. And when he finally did, he was healed, his skin restored like that of a young boy. My child, there are times when I give you simple instructions, when I ask you to trust me in ways that may seem insignificant or even foolish. But if you listen, if you obey, you will find healing. You will find restoration. You will find the blessings you seek. The devil wants you to dismiss my words, to believe that they are not worth your time. But I am telling you now, do not let pride or doubt keep you from the blessings I have for you. You might be feeling weary right now. You might be feeling like you have been walking through a desert, searching for water, searching for hope and finding none. Perhaps your wasteland is a broken relationship or a career that feels stagnant. But let me remind you of my promise in Isaiah 43 verse 19. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. My beloved, I am doing a new thing in your life. Even if you cannot see it yet, even if it feels like nothing is changing, I am making a way. I am creating streams in your wasteland, bringing life to places that have felt dead for so long. But you must stay. You must listen. You must trust that I am working. The blessings are coming, but they require your faith, your patience, your willingness to remain with me. But you must stay. You must listen. You must trust that I am working. The blessings are coming, but they require your faith, your patience, your willingness to remain with me. If you are finding hope and strength in my words, I invite you to subscribe. Let me be a constant presence in your life, reminding you daily of my love, my promises, and my plans for you. Together, we will walk this journey of faith, one step at a time, and I will never let you walk alone. Let me share another story with you, the story of Hannah. 1 Samuel 1:9-20. Hannah longed for a child, and she prayed to me year after year, pouring out her heart in anguish. She cried bitterly, feeling hopeless, yet she never stopped praying. She made a vow that if I gave her a son, she would give him back to me for all the days of his life. She could have given up. She could have believed that her prayers were unanswered, that her tears were in vain, but she didn't. She stayed. She prayed. She listened to my voice. And in time I blessed her with a son, Samuel, who would become one of the greatest prophets of Israel. My child, there are times when the blessings I have for you require persistence, require faith, require you to keep praying even when it feels like nothing is happening. The devil wants you to believe that your prayers are useless, that I do not hear you, that you should just give up. But I am here to tell you that I hear every prayer, I see every tear, and I am working even when you cannot see it. Stay with me, and the blessings will come. Think about the story of the 10 lepers who were healed by my son Jesus, Luke 17, verse 11-19. 10 men came to Jesus, begging for healing, and he healed them all. But only one of them came back to give thanks. Only one returned to acknowledge the source of his blessing. My child, I want you to understand the importance of gratitude. Imagine someone today thanking a mentor for their guidance or acknowledging a friend who helped them through a tough time. The blessings I have for you are not just about receiving. They are about recognizing where those blessings come from, about giving thanks, about staying close to me even after you have received what you asked for. The devil wants you to take your blessings for granted, to forget where they came from, to move on without a second thought. But I am calling you to be like the one who returned, to give thanks, to stay close, to recognize that every good thing in your life comes from me. You might be wondering, how do I stay close to you, Lord, when everything feels so uncertain? Let me remind you of my promise in Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. My beloved, staying close to me means trusting me, even when you don't understand. It means submitting your plans, your fears, your doubts to me and believing that I will guide you. Imagine someone trusting me during a difficult time, like making a major life decision or facing financial insecurity. The devil wants you to rely on your own understanding, to believe that you have to figure everything out on your own. But I am here to tell you that you don't. I am here to lead you, to guide you, to make your paths straight. But you must choose to trust me, to listen to my voice, to stay close. Let me share one more story with you, the story of the blind man at Bethsaida, Mark 8:22-26. Jesus took the blind man by the hand and led him outside the village. He spit on the man's eyes and put his hands on him, and the man's sight was partially restored. Then Jesus put his hands on the man's eyes again, and his sight was fully restored. My child, sometimes the blessings I have for you come in stages. Imagine someone gradually finding healing or success, like a person who starts seeing small improvements in their health after changing their habits, or someone who slowly progresses in their career after years of hard work. Sometimes the healing, the restoration, the breakthrough doesn't happen all at once. Sometimes it takes time, it takes patience, it takes faith to keep coming back, to keep trusting that I am not finished yet. The devil wants you to believe that if you don't see immediate results, it means I am not working. But I am here to tell you that I am always working, always moving, always bringing you closer to the fullness of the blessings I have for you. Stay with me, trust the process, and you will see my hand move in ways you never imagined. As we come to the end of this message, I want you to take a moment to reflect. What is it that is keeping you from listening to my voice? Is it fear? Is it doubt? Is it the belief that you are not worthy of my blessings? I want you to lay it all down at my feet. I encourage you to write down one area of your life where you need to trust me more, and keep it somewhere visible as a reminder of your decision to trust. I want you to choose to stay, to listen, to trust. Comment below and say, I choose to trust God's plan for my life. Let your words be a declaration of faith, a statement that you are choosing to listen, to stay, to receive the blessings I have for you. If this message has touched your heart, if you feel my voice calling you, I invite you to like this video. By liking it, you are not only affirming your faith, but also helping others find this message of hope and blessing. Sharing this message could inspire someone who is silently struggling, helping them feel less alone in their journey. Let's spread this message to those who need it, to those who are struggling, to those who feel like giving up. Together, we can be a light in the darkness. My beloved, I am calling you to stay with me. Do not skip this moment. Do not let the devil steal the blessings I have for you. Stay, listen, trust, and watch as I pour out blessings beyond what you could ever ask or imagine. I love you with an everlasting love, and I will never stop reaching out to you. But you must choose to stay. You must choose to listen. You must choose to trust. The blessings are waiting, my child. Stay until the end, and you will see the fullness of my love, my grace, my provision. Stay with me, and I promise you, you will be blessed beyond measure.